Hey there, Nashville. Organizer for the 2019 Global Game Jam, John Gale here. Have so many things going on for the Global Game Jam in Nashville that I've got to do another update this week. There's just been so many developments taking place, and I want to keep you guys updated on them. Even if nobody's watching these videos, it still helps me stay accountable. Well, the first big piece of news is that the deadline to register for a guaranteed t-shirt, I've got the 2016 t-shirt, sorry I've been sick, and 2018 t-shirt right here. If you would like a guaranteed free t-shirt in your size, you need to register on the Eventbrite page by tomorrow, January 5th, 2019. And the link for that Eventbrite page is in the video description right here, and I've got it. So you just need to click on that link for Eventbrite and register for free. As part of the registration process, you're going to put in your t-shirt size, and if you can get that registration done before the end of the day on January 5th, then we can guarantee a t-shirt in your size, because the next day is when I'm actually going to input that order for the t-shirts to the vendors so that we have enough time to get them before the event itself. So again, tomorrow, January 5th, 2019, register to get your t-shirt. Now, I hope I've made clear that if you miss this deadline, that doesn't mean you're out of the game jam. Still register, okay? If you're seeing this video after the 5th, still register for the game jam. We will have some extra t-shirts, so you can still possibly get a t-shirt. It's just not guaranteed. And we want as many people as possible participating. So again, to be clear, that deadline tomorrow, January 5th, register on the Eventbrite page to guarantee a free t-shirt in your size. And as always, we are still collecting donations on the GoFundMe page. Thanks to some recent sponsorships and generous individual donors, we have now over halfway to our funding goal of $3,000. I want to thank you guys so much. I'm sleeping a lot easier at night because you all have come out and support this event. That t-shirt order that I'm going to put in a couple of days, that's going to cost around $900, or if we have a lot more people like we're hoping for, we could even hit like $1,000 cost on t-shirts. And again, that's on me to put that on my credit card. And now we have been raising the funds to pay our bills, and I want to thank you guys, you sponsors who have come in the last few days, and you individual donors. I want to take a moment to thank you all individually. First, big thanks to Eventbrite. Not only are we using Eventbrite for our registration page, which I showed you before, but they have also come through with a generous $250 sponsorship to help the Global Game Jam. So I'm sure you're all familiar with Eventbrite. That will help you find what's going on in the city, including the Game Jam. So thank you, Eventbrite, for that sponsorship. And it was Jesse at Eventbrite, one of our active members, who helped secure that sponsorship. And Jesse's company, Giant Scam Industries, has also come back again this year as a sponsor. And I want to rest assured, everybody, that this is not a scam. You can go to giantscam.com and it tells you right there, this is not a scam. It's a completely legitimate company. So we have to trust them. In all seriousness, it is a legitimate company because you can get Giant Scam's first game, Chop It, the VR karate game, on Steam right now for all of you VR enthusiasts in the group, and I know there's a lot of you. So again, thank you, Jesse and Giant Scam, for your sponsorship again this year. Also coming back to sponsor, InPal Audio, local audio house, post-production house for all your audio needs, whether it's film, radio commercials, or video games. InPal is there for you. Want to thank our very active longtime member and InPal employee, Russell, for securing that sponsorship from InPal again this year. Which leads me to thanking also the individual donors who have come through and contributed to the GoFundMe page. RDM Games is the first one I want to give a shout out to. Speaking of Russell D. Muringer, that's Russell's little game company, little game project. You can check out their Facebook page, give it a like, and also check out the videos of The Risen, the game Russell's been working on for quite a long time now. And I remember being a tester for this over a year ago, and just to see how much work Russell has gotten done in that time on The Risen, it is really coming along and looking nice, and I know we're all looking forward to that release someday. And again, if you haven't met Russell, he's like the best sound designer in the group. I got to work with him in the 2018 Game Jam, and it was a lot of fun. So if you need someone to handle your sound design at the Game Jam, Russell's the guy for you. Also, special thanks to individual donor Corey Martin. Now, let me tell you about Corey. Not only did he chip in money for the Global Game Jam in Nashville, but Corey's also one of the organizers. If you go on the Global Game Jam website, you can see that. There. Corey, he rocks. He even says so. He says, I rock. So thank you, Corey, for your contribution. And also thank you to Susannah Livengood for your financial contribution on GoFundMe. Susannah, I don't know if we've met yet, but I can tell that you're a wonderful person just because you donated to the Global Game Jam. Because in all seriousness, guys, it really is going to be up to all of us as a scene to make sure this event happens. Now, I've been talking to a lot of new and returning sponsors who have been giving pledges, and I do think we're going to meet that $3,000 goal, which again is helping me sleep at night, because I know that as Nash Game Dev, as an organization, we're going to pay our bills and we're going to bring this great event to our great city. But we're always still taking individual donations. Even if we hit that $3,000 mark, that guarantees we can have the event, but we could have some unexpected expenses. It happened in 2018. The venue had to run a few more cleaning staff through the event space because we had more people maybe than initially expected and more trash. And then so that was more expenses to pay that janitorial staff to go through and clean up again. So that was an unexpected expense that happened after the event. And that type of thing could very well likely happen again. We've tried to budget for it, but we are hoping for more people this year. So there are unexpected expenses like that can come up. Also, we want to try to provide some breakfast and some pizza and some snacks throughout the event. And if you think about it like this too, if you needed, there's plenty of restaurants in the area, in the Vanderbilt area, near the venue that you could go out to. But if you do that, then you have to stop working on your project and you have to walk to one of these restaurants. And over the course of the weekend, you'd spend, what, $25 or so, on food, and have to take all that time away from your project. But if everybody just chipped in like $5, it's kind of like when you get pizza with your friends. It's the same thing. If you just chip in $5 now to the GoFundMe page, and we have enough money raised to get pizza and provide breakfast, then you don't have to stop working on your project. You could just run and grab you a couple slices of pizza. And you also don't have to spend that $25 over the course of the weekend. That $5, everybody pitches it in, and we get the pizza. You could save money that way too in the long run. So even if we hit the $3,000 mark, we're still going to be collecting donations so that we can have pizza and have snacks and have drinks to help you jam for the entire weekend and see what type of project you make. So everything's starting to come together. Really excited about the Global Game Jam. I'm going to have more updates next week when we get our t-shirt design finalized and that order submitted. And again, reminder, guys, to register on the Eventbrite page right now. Go do it right now. If you're coming to the Game Jam, stop and just go register on the Eventbrite page. Only takes a few minutes. Again, in closing, the Global Game Jam, January 25th through the 27th of 2019. Check out the Eventbrite page for all the details, address, schedule, and get registered by January 5th to guarantee a t-shirt in your size. I will give you guys more updates next week. Talk to you soon.